Hi Pisces, and welcome to your October general reading. I don't think I'll be doing the mid-month Pisces. YouTube is not sharing my videos and it's just sort of, I don't know, there's not many views, and so I probably will not be doing mid-month. I'll see how it goes. So you got the lady. This is your Lenormand card. This is waiting for something. It's very interesting, this card, because she knows something's coming her way and she's very, very receptive, and she's got a flower in her hand, and I asked what she was waiting for and we got the ring. So the ring is about loyalty. It's not always about relationships, by the way. Not always. It can be about contracts, commitments, very, very binding commitments, because it's this ring. So there's a sense of waiting for some sort of it's like loyalty, waiting to see something, or for someone to show up for you in a way that you sense and feel this person's commitment, this loyalty to you. If it isn't regarding another person, it could be a job contract, selling a house, buying a house, something like that that's binding. Okay, so it can be anything. I'd have to see what comes afterwards. It could be breaking a contract for some of yous, but not jumping into anything. I don't think Pisces is a sign. Actually, obviously, we do jump into things, but your energy is always really, being a Pisces, you should always wait a whole moon cycle, if possible, before you make any big decision about anything. Very, very important to trust the process, being a Pisces. But anyhow, let me see what's going on. Every single person's reading has been relationship focused. We're in Libra season, and wherever the sun sign is, regardless, we've all got Libra somewhere in our chart, or we've got a 7th house, which is what our relationship energy is. So there's always going to be a sense that we're dealing with relationship themes. Every single sign. And I'm not sure, I think you're about my 7th reading. So one more shuffle. Not today. I do the readings I do a couple a day, so they don't go overwhelming. So let's have a look. Tell me what's going on for Pisces, please. So Chariot behind you with the Hierophant. So the Hierophant's Taurus. It's about our essential needs. It's the earth. It's about commitment. If it's a job, it'd be working for a very big established firm. If not, this is about, the Chariot is movement. It's a vehicle, conscious and unconscious, moving in the same direction. Most of our self-sabotage is when we have opposing forces that aren't sort of understood. So our heart wants something else, but our head wants something else, and our whole life becomes a big puddle. Yeah, I guess we all know what that feels like. But the Chariot's a great sign that you've got this sort of focused direction, and the focused direction is around the earth element. So yeah, the essential needs are essential needs: food, shelter, clothing, and actually for the age of Aquarius, it's going to be self-actualization as well. Self-actualization is just about living your solar identity, living through your heart as much as possible. Yeah. So what you want is the Ace of Wands. While you're fiery, Pisces. The gift is a 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. So the Ace of Wands is about initiation. All the fire signs initiate something. It's fire. Fire and air push us forward to new beginnings. They're yang. The 9 of Cups is about the heart. Quite a celebratory expansive energy. Is helping you get this feeling of new doorways, new pathways opening up for you. The challenge is a 10 of Pentacles. The 10s all represent the completion of a cycle, which means something's not complete yet. Let's find out what. The Queen of Wands in your relationships. This could be you, Pisces, or it could be someone that you're dealing with. Yeah. It could be you. The Queen of Wands is absolutely... She commands a certain level of self-respect, so won't allow herself to be a doormat. And I would not expect anyone watching this video to allow themselves to be a doormat. So very, very meet me as an equal, or don't meet me at all is the Queen of Wands. Just bye-bye sort of energy. Money and work, you get the Page of Pentacles, yeah. So that's why the 10 is a challenge, because the Page only holds an ace. The aces are brilliant. They point to a new direction and a new doorway opening, but it's an ace, so it's all about the potential, which takes time to develop. And that's why the 10 is a challenge, guys. Okay, the Devil at a soul level, not a bad card, because the Devil rules form, Saturn, 3D world. Yeah. It's also, you know, the Saturn work, Saturn in our birth chart, and our Saturn work is how we become a fully actualized being. Yeah. So Saturn gets a bad rap because a lot of people don't like the sweat and the tears that it takes to bring an ace into a 10, for one thing, because it is sweat and tears. But let me see. And then you get the 5 of Pentacles, which I'm not going to worry about the 5 of Pentacles, but I'm going to clarify it. Okay, so the 10 of Cups. So this might not be financial. This might be more emotional. I haven't read the 5 of Pentacles as a financial card for a very, very long time. It's more being feeling a little bit divided between you and someone else. It can be a bit low self-esteem, but I've been calling it feeling separate. Look at the division between you and this other person. One person's guarding their heart, and one person stepping out to heal the divide, which is leading to the 10 of Cups, which is leading to this emotional contentment and this emotional happiness, okay? Although, when you've got the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles tends to be an offer. So, if this is an offer of something new, you might be in a process, Pisces, of working out. Because when you're dealing with Saturn at a soul level, you're dealing with how a seed becomes a tree. Yeah. And it's a process of time. And that's why Saturn in Capricorn gets such a bad rap, but it really represents her life's work. Yeah. I'll see if I can find a middle card between these two. But yeah, I told you it was emotional. 2 of Cups. And that's how the 5 of Pentacles has been for ages for me. Since October last year, just a shift happened. And that's the way the tarot should work. Because, so it can be financial difficulties, but look. But I think this is feeling divided from someone. Someone's guarding their heart and someone's stepping in to try and heal this divide. So it's this incredible light, and this incredible light is here between you and another person, Pisces. So if there's been rifts in your relationships, which honestly there has been for an awful lot of people, it's been it's been a challenging time in our relationships. Yeah. And with all our relationships, with our children, If you have any with loved ones, workmates, everything's under tension. And I would say this is healing a division that's happened between you and someone else, especially if you're dealing with the Queen of Wands. I adore the Queen of Wands. In fact, if I'm working, I work with a lot of people on their relationships, and I always try and get my clients to be the Queen of Wands. So if any of you are cross watching, I'm like, okay, they're doing it, because the Queen of Wands will just not put up with any. The Queen of Cups will put up with an awful lot, by the way, before she just says no more. The Queen of Swords, no. And the Queen of Wands, no. So you might be dealing with someone fantastically fiery, but there might be a little bit of friction going on. And I think that's what that's about. Also, if the 10 is a challenge and you've only got an ace in the hand, something just needs time to develop. And that's why the 5 of Pentacles is showing up. Yeah, but it's temporary. It's a transition from one space to another, because the ace to the 5 is just, it's a process. Saturn at a soul level. Okay, so what you want is this Ace of Wands, this initiation, this fire, passion. And there's definitely passion and fireworks in your relationships here. You're being very clear and very boundaried, or this person is being this way with you, Pisces, okay? Now the gift is the wish fulfillment card. That's a lovely gift to have. That's about celebrating something. And maybe what you're celebrating is some new offer. Yeah, I think for some of you it definitely is. But can't you see if the 10 is a completion, and you're giving good cheer because you've got this ace, which means there's a green light, there's a go ahead. But if it's a new job or a new business, it takes a couple of months, doesn't it, for it to form into a 10, to become something more substantial and long lasting. And I think that's what some of you are dealing with, by the way. So why is the 9 of Cups? Why is the 9 of Cups? Yeah, beautiful. So the 4 of Wands. You've worked through something. The 4 of Wands is about a new job or a new chapter. There's a dragonfly. And the dragonfly is the same metaphor as, it's like a Scorpio energy, because that dragonfly's had to go through a huge process to get here. So, and it's a graduation, like you worked for 3 years to graduate. If it's a new job, you've worked to get it. There's always a lot of sweat and tears behind the 4 of Wands. And so maybe it's why it's ever so sweet when you get it, because you've worked so hard to get it. I do think there's still a little bit of work to do with that Saturn Capricorn card at the soul level, because Saturn and Capricorn, it doesn't give away its treasures easily, by the way. And it only opens its doors and give away its treasures for those that have really done the sweat and the tears to make it happen. So I think some of you, this is a new job, can be a new house, just can be good feelings, good overall feelings, some sort of celebration going on here. Maybe you're making some dream come true. You are still dealing with Capricorn at soul level, okay? Which means you're still dealing with a little bit of the challenges of life. So Pisces, I don't think there's ever going to be a time when we're not dealing a little bit with the challenges of life. And sometimes the ones that who don't understand that, including myself, is when everything goes crap. Yeah. Everything goes wrong. If we don't understand that what we're dealing with is something that's growing over time. So we give up. We give up. We go, oh my God, it's not working. Tell me more about the devil at a soul level. This can be dealing with contracts. You did get the ring card, didn't you? Yeah, you get the justice card. So this really could be dealing with a legal matter. Or it can be a relationship energy for some. An old relationship energy. For some, honestly, I can definitely see a theme for some people with the devil and the justice card is, this might only be for a couple of people watching, but I got a very, very strong vision. So some of you could be winding up matters with someone from the past. So having to deal with legal situations and some difficulties around there. Okay, it might only be for a couple of yous. If not, you're dealing with the process of time unfolding, because that's what Capricorn rules, is time and boundaries and limitations. Okay, and that's why people don't like it. But once you understand and how to work with it, you really, really get breakthroughs. But I think the outcome is dealing with a rift that's been within a relationship. It really, really couldn't be much clearer. Because when I seen the Five of Pentacles, it was my first impression that two people have become a little bit split from each other here. And the 10-2 is crossing that bridge. And how we cross the bridge is honest communication, Pisces. It's communication. That's what, because sometimes what happens with the Five of Pentacles, it talks about people not communicating with each other. So, our communication that's gone wrong, misunderstandings, sometimes some people are just tired. Because if you're dealing with the Queen of Wands in your relationship, you really are dealing with someone who has got tremendous energy. Yeah. Or if it's you showing up in your relationships like that, you're not willing to put up with, what's that, when you just put up with rubbish anymore. I'm not saying people are rubbish, but you're not putting up with crumbs anymore. You put these boundaries down, and your energy is, no, I want to be met as an equal, I want love, I want passion, or someone else is showing up for you. And I think there's been a little bit of a divide in your relationships. I think the financial matters, some of you might be dealing with a legal thing. Okay, that's what Justice card and the Devil together for some could mean. And when I looked at the Lenormands with the ring and the lady, I thought some of you could be actually winding up a commitment here, which would what those two cards would mean. And maybe that's where the Ten of Pentacles is a challenge, because things are having to be split down the middle. It's a hard one to give up our resources, Pisces. I get it. I get it. It's really, really tough. That's only for some of you. I want another card for you, because I just think there's quite a lot, that there's so many different stories here. Give me one more card for Pisces relationships. Yeah, you get a Knight of Cups. Celebrate joy, romance, lightness of heart. Yeah. This is joyful giving, sharing of the cup, Pisces, okay? One for their finances. Page of Swords. Another page, some sort of communication coming through. And it's with the Six of Wands, or some sort of victory. For some of you, this could be a new job. Some of you are dealing with a legal situation. Or it's about putting faith in something that you can't quite see. because the Page of Pentacles can be like that. It's like, because the Justice card, she's blind. She can't see. It represents harvest time, so you reap what you sow. If you lie in bed all day, that's what we reap. End of. So that's what these cards are about, and that's why the Devil card gets such a bad rap, because sometimes it asks us to sow so much, but we can't see anything coming back from it. Yeah? So for some of you, that might be the theme. And if that's the case, what would you advise them to do? Because it's if that is the case for some of you, is you just feel, oh my god, everything's so slow. So you get the Two of Wands. Some of you might be at a fork in the road, totally decided the way forward, especially maybe around a relationship, around a legal situation. For others of you, you've got a new job coming, okay? You're dealing with a relationship dynamic. I think it's became a little bit separate, and it needs a little bit of TLC put into it, Pisces. A little bit of softness, a little bit of celebration, a little bit of communication. And for yous who are dealing with this Ace becoming a 10, I think this is about patience. It's also going, okay, is there any other options? Especially if you're building something new, is there any other little sidelines that I can bring in? Will I support myself in this Ace becoming the 10? Because if it's a business, it can take a few months, yeah? It can be a house sale, and it looks like if it's a house sale, everything feels really delayed. Yeah? Mars is retrograde until November. So it's going to be very slow, considered change, rather than, it's not going to be Tower and the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Cups change. It's going to be slow, and actually it might be quite slow and deliberate and almost painstaking. But that's what Saturn likes, and it's what Saturn wants. Saturn wants all the I's to be dotted and all the details to put in. If some of you, you're just getting a new job. And I think what we're dealing with is a process of time. But Pisces, if any of your relationships need some TLC, some joy, it's been one hell of a tough time. Some people have got through it easier than others. What can we say? I have got a little bit of a sense, Pisces, that the only thing you really have to worry about is not allowing the process of time to unfold. Yeah? With Venus and Pisces, I totally understand that. And not keeping your heart guarded in a relationship, and not, because the light is communication. It's being in the truth. And I'm not saying you've been deceptive, but being in the truth sometimes is, this is what's going on for me. Meeting somewhere so the light can begin to shine and love can flow again in a really lovely way. Okay, Pisces, so I don't know what will happen in October's reading. Yeah, I don't know what happens. I think if I pay them loads of money, they might start sharing the videos, and that's not really why I'm here. So I don't know if that will be the way forward for me. Sort of rely on you liking and commenting, but I don't want to force people to do that either. Anyhow, loads of love, Pisces. Bye.